Hey, Amy. Thank you so much for coming on the call today.
Great. Love to chat with you.
I appreciate that. So, let's very quickly start with what are some of the challenges and issues that you were facing as you were going about your job search?
Yeah, I'm happy to share some of that. Certainly, the job market has been quite rough in the tech sector. And as a technical product manager, I was looking for my next opportunity. As I'm mid career, I wanted to make sure that I found a great fit for my next step. And given the job market, and again, given uh, the number of roles that were available, being able to tighten my resume and tighten my candidacy was really important. So, really working on that and making sure that I had the best shot as possible to approach those jobs and hopefully get an offer.
So, can you tell me about what has been your role? Can you just give me a sense of your career till now?
Yeah, so I'm a technical product manager, really focused on data analytics and machine learning. I've been working in the sector for more than 7 years across a number of different industries, but mainly at startups. So I've had experience in health tech, fintech, and identity verification. And I'm looking for something that will be able to take advantage of that and where I can really make a difference.
Makes sense. So, why did you decide to actually work with me?
Yeah, so I got a recommendation from one of the folks that has already worked with you. She was a colleague at one of my former companies, and she really recommended you because you took a very personalized approach. Unlike other coaches, I feel like it's really tailored to what my needs were, and then also not just making recommendations for surface changes like make these changes in your resume, or when you're working with at work, do these sorts of techniques. So I think what I really wanted and really have found already is that these deep dives, we go together through my work history and talk through some of the challenges there. It lends me a sense of ease and really confidence in my background and being able to express the things that I've accomplished and really feel solid in that foundation.
Yeah, absolutely. Just the amount of work that we did. I was just looking at the work that we did together. We go way beyond scratching the surface and go way deep. And how has that process kind of helped you?
Honestly, this is not something that I would ever be able to force myself to do. We spent hours going through this, both by myself alone and then also with you, to talk through in almost excruciating detail what are some of the things that I did, what are the accomplishments that I had, what were the challenges or structural concerns or issues that were there that led to certain outcomes. And I left that feeling like I had a better understanding and was more at ease accepting and appreciating my time at various companies that I work with. And that has really been helpful in, calming me and allowing myself to really focus on what I want to do in the years ahead.
Absolutely. And there's something happened recently, right? You want to talk about that?
Yeah, this is really great. Not just in terms of being able to dig into my background, I actually started moving forward with a candidacy, and I really was able to take advantage of the work that we had done to not just, put my best resume forward, but also be able to present myself during the interview process. And the work that was done during that archaeology, if to describe that, was really, really helpful in being able to prepare me to have that in-depth conversation and great interaction with the interviewees. So I actually wound up getting an offer. And I know that it was because I was able to prepare effectively and, felt great during the interview and feeling confident. So I'm really excited about that.
So am I. And this is just one of the first that will be coming your way. Just the amount of work. And I have to acknowledge, Jamie, that the amount of work that you did, the amount of preparation we prepared. So we were on the calls for this one interview preparation for 7 hours or so?
Probably, yeah. And that's not including all the work ahead of time.
Exactly. That actually helps people quite a bit. Are there any aspects of the coaching experience that surprised you?
Honestly, I didn't expect that level of diving in, but it was really helpful. And as I was going through the process, I didn't quite realize that it was also an emotional journey for me where I moved from, unease or, regret to something that was a little bit more positive and feeling like I can move forward and feel proud of the accomplishments that I've had at previous jobs and not just look back and think about all the things that maybe could have been. So I think that has really helped me from an attitudinal perspective to really accept what had happened and move forward.
Yeah, it makes a huge amount of difference for the people to go through with this much detail. And it is definitely an intense work, but it's so worth it.
I also really found it helpful to be able to describe my work, and you've really helped me summarize or try to bring out the nuggets to encompass what it is that I was actually able to achieve, and not in a superfluous manner, but something that communicates and summarizes effectively.
Yeah, absolutely. And do you think that what we were trying to do was that authentically you?
I honestly think it was more authentically me than my previous, I guess, like applications or ways to really present myself. Prior to that, I think there was a lot more effort to, figure out what it is that I could say or how to position myself. Obviously, that's still happening, but I feel much more confident about it. And when I speak about the things that I've done, I can certainly add more authority and more genuine, feeling about that. And I think that really comes through when talking with people, and they know if you're feeling authentic or honest, and when you're not.
True. Human beings almost have this sixth sense, whether authenticity which is flowing out or it is something which is not authentic. And that makes a huge difference in terms of how your own experience as well as the people who you are speaking with. Are there any observations that you have about the coaching style, about the approach that I take?
I think it's been much more comprehensive than I would have envisioned when I started with you, even with the compliments and recommendations from my former colleague. But it's really helped me a lot, and it is like coaching / therapy for jobs. And certainly I've worked with other professionals for just therapy, and it really has enabled me, my work with you has enabled me to just tackle some of those challenges or thoughts about it in a way that I'm really quite surprised about and happy with, obviously.
So, would you have any recommendation, any thoughts for other senior professionals who are looking to work with me / EffectvMentor?
Yeah, I mean, I cannot recommend it more highly than I can. It's been a great experience. It really does take a lot of effort, but particularly in this environment where folks are competing for many fewer jobs or just many more requirements, it's really important to be able to put that best foot forward. And this experience helps you do that and sort through your past experiences to focus on what it is that you can offer to potential employers, and really hone down like what is the best approach to doing that and communicating that effectively during job interviews.
Perfect.
This has been a great experience so far, and I'm really looking forward to continuing working with you.
Same here, Amy. You are one of the perfect coaches in terms of how hard you work. You have also put in significant amount of effort to bring your authentic self to your work, to your interviews, to your communication. It just takes a lot of work to actually get to that level of authenticity.
Yeah. Thank you again.
Awesome. Thanks so much and all the best.